rather do with this tonight. Rather hit the club than Sunday, just relax. You only live once and plainly that's a fact. My whole life I'm asking that. Cause I'd rather do with this tonight. Rather hit the club than Sunday, just relax. You only live once and plainly that's a fact. My whole life I'm asking that.
Would like to welcome you to the show. It's called Subjective versus Objective, right? Real quick, you know, some of this stuff that we talk about, it'd be unpopular to talk about. It make people think the things you thinking in your head. We just gonna go ahead and ask, you know. So one of the things I want to ask, you know, on this subject right here, and again, it's very unpopular. Man, what's the worst that can happen in your marriage? And like, for me, cheating ain't the worst that can happen in your marriage. I don't think cheating is the worst that can happen in your marriage. Do you think cheating is the worst that can happen in your marriage?
I think the constant I think if she cheat or whoever cheat,
Okay.
right, the worst that can happen is you have real feelings for that person. Because to me, then you can't be loyal to me. You can't be honest to me. You can't be nothing that I need you to be in the relationship.
So, hold on before, I don't want you to answer that just so quickly. Right. So listen, because you got to remember, I asked what's the worst that could happen in
That's
your
the
marriage.
worst to me.
And you said
The worst to me is that you have feelings for somebody else.
No, listen.
Okay.
Listen. If she cheat on you,
It's not the worst.
she already cheated emotionally. If she cheat, if she have physical contact with another man 7 times out of 10,
She already got feelings for him.
she already had feelings for him. She already had to
So
amp
that's the
herself
worst
up.
for me.
So that's the worst,
Yeah.
right? So I ain't asked cheating emotionally or physical. I didn't say that. You know what I mean?
No, if you emotionally feel like that you love this person,
I
or
didn't
you
say
care
you don't
about
have to
this
love her.
parent,
She ain't got to
or
love
or you feel like you're emotionally tied to this person.
Okay.
If you say I'm emotionally tied to somebody else, what is it that
Now
I
she
got?
said I'm emotionally attached to someone else.
Okay, so how else I supposed to know?
Now, if she's telling you she is emotionally attached to someone else, now that's different than like that's the worst that could happen.
How?
No, because she's telling you like
To me, that's the worst. Even if how was I supposed to know if she don't tell me? So if she tell me, to me, no, you find out that a person cheating. You find out that a person cheating. That's what you find out. But then if you grown enough to have a conversation about it, and you catch your person cheating,
all right,
and you have a conversation about it,
and
this person say, this just something I met this person, and I got caught up in whatever, and this happened.
And you made the conversation easy because you said this ain't the worst that could happen.
Cause this ain't the worst that could happen.
Now tell me what happened, and now she gets to saying.
Well, if she say now, if you catch them and you find these people damn near in a relationship,
yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you be like, well, hey, what's really going on?
Yeah.
And this person say, either person, man or woman, I got feelings for this person.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally attached to this person.
Yeah.
Like for me.
Yeah.
Like what do I get from you? Some sex?
Yeah. So emotionally, yes, I can. I think that, again, to me, the fact that they cheated ain't the worst that could happen in
It's
my
not.
marriage. All right. Now, the way they cheated and how they cheated, that brought on my feelings. That made me feel some type of way.
You
That
go
hurt,
feel some kind
that
of
hurt
way.
my feelings.
Yeah,
right?
you go feel
All
some kind of way.
Now, that ain't the worst for me, cause they're my feelings, right? You can amp your feelings up, you can amp your feelings down.
On cheating.
Yeah, on cheating, them feelings.
Right.
Them feelings, right?
Right.
So, to me personally, cheating ain't the worst that can happen to me in my marriage. Because a man can cheat, a woman can cheat. We can cheat.
Right.
But again, what do we call cheating?
Well, it don't
That's a
matter.
whole nother thing.
But it don't matter. If I deal with somebody else and you don't know it, and we supposed to be in a committed relationship,
yes,
that's cheating.
All right. So we deal with somebody else, and that ain't the worst.
It ain't the worst.
All right.
I explained the worst to me is for you to tell me that you feel more for this person than you do for me. Because if you're emotionally attached to them, you can't be emotionally attached to me. That's not possible. I don't think you can be emotionally attached to more than one person.
So if the what's gonna hurt is her being attached to the cheating, to the person.
No, to the person. Yes.
To the person that she's cheating with.
Yes.
That what hurt you the most. That's the thing that will hurt you the most.
Because so let me ask you something. So when you got married, what was your thought process of who this person was for you? Did you love this person with all your heart? Did you really in your mind say, well, God, I'm gonna be honest with this person, I'm gonna love this person, I'm gonna try to provide for this person, I'm gonna do the best I can do for this person? Because we gotta give unconditionally as men.
Yes.
It ain't no conditions on, well, she ain't cooked today, so I ain't paying the light bill. Okay. We can't operate like that.
Yes.
So our love is unconditional. Yeah. And it's emotionally, because I got to be able to come to you too when hey, can you understand when I'm going, when life kicking me, and it ain't got nothing to do with you, and I can just come in and, hey, babe, you know, this client today.
Yeah. Yeah.
My boss, my supervisor today.
Yeah.
My car today.
Yeah.
And you not be looking at it like, you broke, you can't get it fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't man enough to talk to your boss and tell him how you feel?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's a difference when it's, oh, it's okay, baby.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You go work through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't crash out at work today.
Yeah.
Don't crash out on your client, baby. It's all right.
Yeah. We gonna make it at it.
We gonna make it through this. It's just a situation. It's a difference when you hear that, right?
Yeah. It is.
So this is where you got to understand a lady and a female. Cause a lady, her presence is known, her spirit, her how she, just her thought process is different.
Yeah.
And you know, you done been in plenty of rooms with ladies.
Yeah.
You go pull your pants up, you ain't no cursing.
Yeah.
Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't no smoking, ain't no drinking. Hey, that's a lady over there. Yeah. Y'all chill out.
Yeah.
But a female, man, what don't go? So if your emotions is, as a female, women cannot conduct themselves in that kind of manner of emotions because they are emotional creatures. They can't control them. So if you're emotionally tied to somebody else, you're not going to be able to control your emotions around me. Because every time I do something wrong, your emotions tied to that dude over there. So you go make me seem like I'm the worst person in the world. It don't matter what I do. You open the door too hard. You breathing too hard.
Yeah, I ain't did. I'm breathing. Yeah, I don't want you to breathe with none of that. Yeah.
So it all ties into.
So you think that that's because they're emotionally attached
to somebody else,
to someone else,
because they can't give themselves to you. How can they give themselves to you?
Okay.
Because they can't do it.
All right. So you think the worst that could happen is she's cheating on you emotionally?
To me. That's just my objective opinion.
That's your subjective.
My subjective opinion.
Okay. All right. That's a good question. What is the worst that could happen in your marriage?
Well, look, most women have to say cheating because most people get divorced because of cheating or saying they unhappy. So the worst thing to a woman is cheating.
What about abuse? That ain't worse than cheating.
How many women I've heard women say, if he don't beat me, he don't love me.
For real. Yeah, I done heard that too, but man, God damn.
So abuse, a woman, some women, it all turned into a psychological thing then. Yeah. Because that might have been their environment they was raised in. Because women use sex, abuse, them trauma things.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Some women can't even have a conversation to talk about what's really going on, but they want to have sex.
Yeah, like the word.
And then act like ain't nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Ain't nothing ever happened.
Ain't nothing ever happened. Yeah. But the issue is still there because you never had no clarity or conversation to come to a meeting of the minds to get an understanding where both parties can agree.
Yeah.
And it ain't personal.
Yeah.
So women have different stages of emotions and feelings, and that's why all women different.
Not the worst that can happen in your marriage. Not like you losing your marriage. Not that your house burning down.
Nope.
Like not that yeah. Like DHR stepped in with some kind of crazy.
That's on you. That's on me or that person because we fighting or we done got caught with some drugs. And then
I'm just saying like I'm just like thinking the crazy.
It's fixable.
The crazy.
It's fixable.
But emotion is not fixable.
How?
Emotion.
How?
Emotion is not fixable.
How?
It's not fixable. Emotion is not fixable. I'm trying to process it. I'm just asking myself. You know what I mean? Is emotional fixable?
So think about it like this.
My emotions.
Let me think that as men, we have to. As men,
I agree.
We have to because that's what's making these young guys that just want to shoot and bang, because they're emotional.
Okay. All right.
So as men, ain't nobody taught them that you can't react because you feel.
Yeah. You can't react because you feel.
Every time you feel, which is your emotions, you cannot react.
Yeah. It's not a reaction because you feel.
That's a feminine tendency.
Yeah. You made up one, didn't you?
What?
He said, "What? That's what?" He made up one. No, man. Yeah. You got feminine traits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because when just having a father, Lord love my daddy to death.
Yeah.
When I was a little boy and something hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
suck it up.
Yeah, you
You
alright.
alright?
Yeah, you alright.
Get it together.
It ain't the worst that's gonna
It ain't the worst that's gonna happen to you.
I can see him like, get up.
Get up. It's the worst of things that can happen to you in life. This is nothing.
Yeah, this is nothing. Yeah, get up.
Nothing.
Right. Yeah, you gonna fall again next
You gonna fall again.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So if you're not taught that as a young, in the learning stages of your life,
Right.
then you turn into an emotional man.
Right.
And I think that's the worst kind of person to be around, is an emotional man.
Yeah. An emotional man.
Yeah. Not that we shouldn't have emotions. I'm not saying we shouldn't have emotions, but I'm speaking on emotional as if you say something that kind of just hurt my feelings, just whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you used to have to wear shoes and they was too big.
Yeah.
Instead of me feeling shame and embarrassed, man, you telling the truth, Lewis. They were funny, wasn't it, man? I remember I had to, my daddy couldn't give me no shoes, man. I had to wear my cousin's shoes. They were too big, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were too big.
It was just the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel shame about it no more. At my age now, the progression in
learning.
At me now,
boy.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, but some men, you say something like that, they go get in their feelings. This nigga over here trying to jank on me. Who do you think he is?
Yeah.
I'ma kill him.
Yeah.
I'ma kill him.
Yeah, because I'm emotional. My emotional feelings about.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand that. So, to try to sum this thing up, the worst that could happen inside of your marriage. I think, man, for me, I think the worst that can happen in my marriage is me losing my marriage. I think that's the worst that can happen. Because,
Why?
That's the worst for me because some things, like I lost favor. Number one, favor ain't fair.
It ain't fair.
I lost favor from God.
However,
if I believe in that word, if
you believe in the word, when a man findeth the wife, not make it the wife.
Yeah.
So if you feel as though, if you feel as though this is your wife is a wife, right?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Your wife is a wife.
Yeah. No matter what baggage she come with, that's my wife.
That's your wife.
Yeah, that's the wife.
Is she a wife? Not
does
I ain't making it personal.
That she does wife things. I ain't say that. I said that's my wife. That's what I chose. That's my wife.
So so did you make her a wife, or did you find a wife?
Did I give her the title as a wife?
Did you give her the title, or did you say? Did you see this person and said, "This is"?
I ain't say she had
okay. So let me ask you something.
I made her my.
So what is the characteristics of a wife? If we just meet.
Yeah, so
and we date.
Now you
go If we date for a year.
If she's your Proverbs 31 woman, if she's your virtuous woman, then if that's what you see in your eyesight, then that's your wife.
Okay, so then just say you marry her. Now she your wife. And you have these thoughts of, I ain't gonna get no divorce, I ain't gonna cheat, I'm gonna be loyal, I'm gonna do this. And then she cheat. Right?
Uh-huh.
And then she say, I'm emotionally attached to whoever I'm cheating with. Are you in your feelings? Or do you say,
I ain't in my feelings.
so how do you resolve that?
How do I resolve that situation?
Yeah. Because to me, the marriage then ended. That's just why I said how I'm telling you how I felt.
All right. So if she said I'm already emotionally attached to someone,
I think that's where you need to be.
and that's who I don't respect you anymore, but that ain't what was said. I'm just emotionally attached to someone that I had sex with.
The disrespect is gonna show.
If I can't leave that person alone and get away from that person, and I'm gonna continue to do this thing to you, then I probably don't need to be with you.
So your marriage ended.
So yeah, but that's not on the account of the man. That's the account on the woman that didn't want.
It don't matter. It ended. It don't matter. I don't
No.
even want to point the finger.
No,
the
it
marriage
have to
ended.
be-
So that was the
it
worst
have to
thing that
be-
could happen.
It have to be a point to finger because see, it called accountability. Because yeah, it have to be.
So if I don't take accountability, then what? Because accountability has to be taken.
Yeah, someone have to take this.
But if I don't take it, then
Someone's
what?
gonna get it, whether you want it or not, or don't want it. It's the same way as the police saying someone have to go to jail for these drugs. Someone.
But ain't nobody going to jail.
I don't care who don't want to go.
We just
somebody
busting
gonna
up.
go. Whether don't all parties go, somebody going. Cause his mind was said, and his thing said, his whole aura and his words even said, somebody going to jail for this. Somebody got to take accountability for this. Rather one of all.
But you got the authority saying that.
Yeah, so
in that given situation, you have authority to say somebody has to be accountable. So if the divorce happens, it doesn't matter. You can check the rates of the man is go pay. He only go get to see his kids a certain amount of days. He lose his family that he done built. If he ain't at a certain financial level, he basically going back down. Because show me a woman that say, especially a man that got any kind of anything that she don't want nothing.
If a man if a man created a lifestyle for a woman, and that's the lifestyle the comfortable lifestyle that they was living, and he depart from her, and they have kids. Because we have somebody else into our situation, they're gonna make sure that you continue to live that lifestyle.
Okay, so my lifestyle was good for my family, right?
Yes.
That was including me.
Yes. And
so now I have to make sure they keep this lifestyle, and I have to maintain my own life. That's the consequence. Right? Yes, sir. So now I got to double up or triple up on what I got to do. Sir. No, that's no. That ain't the favor I lost. That's the court system. No, it ain't. That's the court. The court is not God.
You brought him in.
Okay, so therefore, why even get married?
He said.
So why get married?
He said if you move mountains.
So why get married?
No, but we're going.
So why get married? It don't even make sense to me no more.
It makes plenty of sense.
It don't.
It's real simple.
Because they also said
it said if you can't contain, you marry.
Nah.
It said if you can't contain, you marry. It's better to marry than burn. That's what the word said. It said
That was Paul.
If you believe
that was Paul.
It said
that was Paul's opinion.
It said
that was Paul's opinion.
If you don't,
that was Paul's opinion.
Yeah, if you can't contain yourself,
that was his opinion. That ain't necessarily that God said don't do it.
Then you ask yourself, how do you commit fornication and adultery?
Well, how do you be fruitful and multiply? With just one woman?
Well, who was he talking about?
I don't know.
See, so I'm saying.
So it's all a bunch of nothing.
Was he talking to Adam and Eve, or was he talking to the male?
He couldn't have been talking about Adam and Eve.
So he was talking to the male and the female. He told them to multiply.
So it was more people than Adam and Eve then?
I don't know. So
you gotta be so loud.
Always good. It's the questions. It's the questions.
See, now you go
I don't want to go with all these questions.
Yeah, see, now you can't.
Yeah, that's another day, another topic. Yeah. A whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? They can go they can show enough go. So if we say you already married, and the question was, what's the worst that can happen? And you know, it's a lot that we don't think about that could happen. But if it do happen, you know, you have to ask yourself, what would I do? Well, when that time presents itself, if it presents itself, then I think at that time you would know your answer if you know who you are.
You are. And then I don't even think like sickness or illness or any kind of handicaps or things like that would be the worst thing that could happen, because it's all fixable. I just got to step my love up or my game up to do whatever need to be done to take care of you or whatever. Like, I don't even think those or anything like that would be the worst thing.
No, you get in the wheelchair, you know, God forbid.
I got to push you around.
Yeah, I push you around. You still my wife. I still have my
I got to do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
And I have examples of that. That's part of my issues too, is that I have examples of people in my family who done went above and beyond that I seen for their spouses.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I don't think like illness or none of that type stuff will be a problem for me.
Right. So, to try to sum all of this up, you know, that's a good question to ask. You know, what's the worst that could happen?
And if you feel like cheating is the worst thing that could happen, then that's why the divorce rate is what it is. Because a lot of men, because I look at it like this right here. If you want to be married, I think if you truly are a wife, can you be 85% of what that one man needs? I ain't even asking for 100. Can you be 85% of what that one man needs?
And he don't require much. He really don't.
He don't require much.
But it's just a consistency.
Can you do it?
And then just to go add like a little bit, I ain't even trying to like, I ain't trying to throw the conversation. But man, like when you start thinking about, you know, when you start reading in the Bible, you know, and you see, man, it was multiple men in there that had plenty of wives.
And they was blessed by God, favored by God.
Yes, and you can find the one.
They had one wife and they had a rough wife.
Yeah, and they
had a rough life.
And every time they lost something, it was because of
a woman.
You know, the woman turned.
Because they gave all they stuck with this one woman who wasn't 85% of what they needed.
So it's a lot of things to go with that question, man. That was a good question to ask. You know, I just want to hear people's opinion. You know, I hope y'all get in the chat and just tell me your opinion. I would like to know. You know, I don't know it all. I don't. You know,
it's just our subjective and objective opinion.
Right. That's just my subjective opinion on some things.
You like it or you don't.
Yeah, I don't think that life don't supposed to be so hard that you have to figure life all the way out. I think some things in life, you can flow with some things in life. I think if it makes you happy, I think, you know, if it makes you happy, you got to deal with it. Some people say, some people might give their husband a pass, man, and that might not be considered cheating. Some people might give their wives passes, like, that might not be considered cheating. But to some people, you know, you can't do that. But to some people, you can do that. So again, everybody has their subjective opinion about what cheating is. And cheating can go this way, can go that way. You know, you have swingers.
But some people think
it's that cheating, or
hit somebody on Instagram, you cheat.
Yeah, you hit somebody, you like a picture.
You like a picture, you
on
cheat.
Somebody post, they call that cheating. So, you know, I think.
What is your definition?
I think the divorce rate could be down a lot if we learn to communicate as people and as husband and wives, and if you're missing something, you know, try to get that back. Like, but you have to communicate. You know, but what's the worst can happen in the marriage? I don't know. I don't know what's the worst can happen in marriage, but I just know, to me personally, I don't think cheating is it.
No, I don't think it's it.
Because sometimes I think, you know, some women might say, man, he a dog. But man, God created him to like, he didn't try to get 5 girls pregnant today, but he is designed to get and can get 5 girls pregnant today. No, again, I didn't say it was right and I didn't say it was wrong.
The only thing that stop a man from cheating is discipline.
Yes, he has to have
discipline. He has to have his own mental cognizance to say, I'm going to go against my nature and be disciplined to this one woman.
To not to do the things.
To go against my nature. Because if I see something and this is attractive to me and I like what I see, if I don't control my nature and say, don't go over there. Don't talk to that lady. Don't speak to that lady.
Yeah, because you already know what's going to happen. The smile going to happen. The conversation leads you.
And if I make you laugh,
I got you.
I know what it's going.
You hear me? Yeah. I understand that.
So, you know what I mean? So the only thing that make a man not cheat is discipline. So if a man is not disciplined, and I think that should be the first thing a woman should try to find in a man, is a man with discipline, character, and logic.
Discipline, character, and logic. Yes, I can agree with that. So, again.
If you want a monogamous man.
Alright, so I don't know about the other one, polygamy, bangamy. I don't know, but the thing is, let me hear what y'all have to say. That's a question. Ask yourself. It's a deep question. What's the worst that can happen in my marriage? Am I ready for it? If it happens, well, what is it? What's the worst?
Because for better or for worse, right?
All right.
So what is the worst?
For better or for worse. All right, so I have nothing else. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Do you have anything?
Happiness, peace, and loyalty.
Happiness, peace, and loyalty. And I say, God bless you, and good night. Because I'd rather deal with this than that. Rather hit the club than Sunday, just relax. You only live once and plainly that's a fact. My whole life I'm asking that. Cause I'd rather deal with this than that. Rather hit the club than Sunday, just relax. You only live once and plainly that's a fact. My whole life I'm asking that.